Spencer, obviously last week you guys didn't really need them to, but throughout the year, special teams has been a huge boost in scoring points, helping you guys out. Just as a quarterback, how much does that, how much of a burden does that take off of you when you see special teams doing those things?
Yeah, for the offense and defense both, when special teams are making big plays, especially scoring points, like our special teams do, and flipping the field, it's big for both sides of the ball.
Spencer, obviously you played in rivalry games before. Even here, you've had a few SEC rivalry games. Going into this Clemson week, has there been anything that maybe any stories that Shane Beamer or anyone else has told you about, and kind of what are some of your expectations heading into Saturday?
I know it's going to be a crazy environment, down there at Clemson. I'm just looking forward to the opportunity. We're looking forward to the opportunity. We coming off a good game. Trying to have a great week of practice and just focus on us. It's all about us, and that's what we're focused on right now.
Spencer, how do you guys come down from the kind of high you had on Saturday? Like, what was it like coming back into the building on Sunday and trying to reset after that?
Yeah, you definitely want to celebrate, those wins and be happy about them. But, when Monday comes around, when Tuesday comes around, when we start practice, we refocus in on the team we got this week. And really, we just, like I said, we focus on ourselves and what we need to get better at, because we did a lot of good things, but we could have been better in some areas. That's what we're doing this week.
What could you possibly improve offensively, despite 600 yards, 63 points, and scoring on 9 of 11 drives?
I don't know. I kind of just said that, I guess. Not punt once.
Yeah.
Hey, that's improvement. We could go 10 for 10. That'd be amazing. But, no, just every area, take it to another level.
And I guess with that, it might not be wise to expect 600 yards, 63 points week in and week out. But how replicable is that kind of offensive execution and consistency from last week going to this week?
Yeah, I think we had a great plan last week. I think we called a good game. Everybody was on the same page, player, coaches-wise. It was great. We need that same thing this week. So that's what we're focused on right now in practice. We had a great day of practice today, and going to put more together on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday before the game Saturday.
Spencer, I guess you and DJ were kind of rising prep guys out west at the same time. Do you know him a little bit, and what do you think of him?
Yeah, I've been to camps with him. He's a big-time guy coming out of high school as well. I think he's a good player. A lot of people, he went through kind of what I went through at OU, I guess. But, he's a great guy. He comes from a good family. He's a good dude. His younger brother's a good guy too. He's been through a lot of it, unfair treatment. He's a great player, and he does a lot of good stuff for him. So, we're definitely going to have to be focused on him this week, trying to stop him. And, best luck to him. That's my guy.
You're talking about the rivalry. Just have you gotten a feel for how much this area really hates that team up there? And have your teammates kind of instilled that hatred in you too?
I know it's a big rivalry, but, I'm kind of new to it, but I know it's a serious rivalry. Like I asked Coach Beamer, what's bigger, OU Texas or this in South Carolina? And, he had his opinions on it, and, everybody, wants this game. So, this is something we all want to win. We want to go in there and play at a high level. And, but yeah, I don't hate anybody,
Hey, Spencer, sorry for a similar question, but, obviously fans are extremely excited after Saturday night. Just wondering, a lot of people are also like, where in the heck did this come from? Can you kind of explain what the differences were Saturday night as opposed to, some of the weeks that you guys struggled on offense?
Good question. I think, our personnel groups, we lowered them. We didn't have as many guys subbing in and out the game. We played fast. We didn't have to look over the sideline a lot. We called plays and trusted it. It was just simple stuff we were repping out throughout the week. Everybody knew it. And we were all on the same page, just rolling. And, it was fun. It was fun.
Hey, Spencer, kind of following up with that, I know after the game Saturday you said you thought or you had a feeling 2 days before the game that it was going to be a good night. Has that feeling kind of carried over to the beginning of this week, and you feel like, hey, it's going to happen again on Saturday?
Well, I'm not going to, put anything out there of what's going to happen, but, we always have a great feeling. Like last week I said, I just had a feeling, and who knows, tomorrow I might have a feeling or Thursday I might have a feeling, so hopefully it happens again. That's our mindset. We're trying to make it happen again.
Spencer, around the building, locker room, weight room, wherever you guys go, are there any Clemson signs, beat the Tigers or anything like that?
Nowhere. It's all about us.
What stands out to you about Clemson's defense?
Their D-line, their front seven's very good, big, physical, SEC-type defense in the ACC. So we're gonna have to handle them up front. They got a lot of great players up front, with Murphy and Brise and a lot of those guys. So we'll do our best to handle them.
Spencer, as we get to the end of the year now, have you thought about what's next for you and your future? Do you know whether you'll be back here next year?
My focus right now is just finishing out this last game or two, and then we'll go from there.
Hey, Spencer, I know you touched on it a little bit post-game, but you said this offense felt unstoppable on Saturday. Kind of talk me through what that feels like and how do you carry that into a week like Clemson?
Yeah, just, having confidence. I feel like today was one of our best practices because all of our confidence is at a high level right now. And, that's not going to win us the game, but it's definitely going to help us. It's going to help us prepare throughout the week at a high level. And then, obviously, on Saturday with that confidence, you just in yourself and your teammates, you just want to play harder for each other.
Hey, Spencer, can you kind of elaborate on how well and how much better your offensive line played against Tennessee?
Yeah, I think I was going to say that to his question as well. That was one of the biggest factors. We protected really well up front. The guys gave me time to throw it and get balls down the field to our receivers to make explosive plays. They blocked for running backs on key runs. I mean, they did a hell of a job. And, that kind of went unnoticed in the game from what I've seen. But they were like MVPs of the game. They gave us all day to throw back there. I think we only had one sack, and who knows, I could have probably got out of there. But, yeah, they did a hell of a job.
Spencer, I know you're going to make decisions on futures after the season, but I guess when you looked at this season, what were maybe some of those things that you wanted to improve on and looking toward maybe next level? What are some of those things, and how do you feel like you've kind of accomplished those at least through 11 games now?
Really just not back down from competition. Could have went to the Pac-12 or somewhere like that. There's defenses here that get you better as a player. I wanted to come here and win a lot of big games, which we have been doing, and we still got games to finish out. So, wanted to improve all areas, but really just help this program, and I feel like, we've done a good job, and we got to finish out even stronger. So we're still going. That's the focus, laser focus.
Got a favorite throw you made last Saturday?
Probably rolling out to the left in the third quarter and throwing it to Juice and triple coverage right on the dime.
And nice. Then kind of to that point, I was going to ask, you came in as a transfer, Juice came in as a transfer. How has your connection kind of grown from maybe the starter when you both got here in the spring to now through 11 games, and he had his biggest game last week?
Yeah, just building that trust in preseason camps, and then obviously throughout these 10, 11 games. I want to say he's definitely one of the best receivers in the SEC, one of the best receivers in the country. And, he comes to work every day, grinds, his confidence is at a high level, so I throw him the ball, and he makes plays.
Spencer, who was the coolest guy or person that reached out to you over the last couple of days?
T.O. texted me today. Who else texted me? Archie Manning.
Okay.
Bunch of people. I mean, I can't even – I could look right now and probably tell you 20 of them, but yeah, a lot of people.
And I guess you guys were in a similar situation maybe a couple weeks ago, coming off beating A&M. You guys are ranked, had a spotlight on you. Spotlight obviously there this week. What did this team learn about going through something like that, and how do you apply it maybe to this week when you are getting a lot of national praise and national attention?
Yeah, treat it the same. You hear the bad stuff, you hear the good stuff. You got to still do the same stuff and still improve and still focus on your craft and what your team goals are. So, the good stuff can get you worse than the bad stuff sometimes. If you hear all the praise, you might get comfortable. So, like Coach Beamer says, what does he say? Don't rest on comfort. Don't be okay with comfort. So, that's what we're doing.
Spencer, have you allowed yourself to think that, 30, 40 years, people here at South Carolina are going to talk about the Rattler game and how well you guys played and how big a win this is, that you'll be part of this program forever and ever and ever?
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing. That's something I want to do when I came here was leave a mark. And, like I said, as a team, we still got big games ahead of us, especially with this one coming up this Saturday. So that was just like a step. Like I said after the game, that was a step to what we want to finish out like. But yeah, no, it's definitely a blessing to leave a mark like that at this university.
Speaking of that big game, I'm curious, when you have a game 2 days later, are you able to still feast on Thanksgiving? And is there any food item in particular you're looking forward to?
Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely going to eat. My family's coming down on Wednesday, and so I actually got to order that food today and get the pies and everything. If you guys have any good, pie places out here, let me know after this, so I'll get a few pies. But, no turkey, ham, stuffing, stuff like that. Nothing crazy, but I'm definitely going to eat good. Definitely going to eat good.
Spencer, this is a multi-part baseball question. Did you play baseball? At what point did you stop? Did you pitch? Were you ever clocked as how hard you could throw a baseball?
Yeah, I played baseball all the way up to high school. I was a very good baseball player. Loved playing baseball. I played shortstop, pitched a little bit, but shortstop was my best position.
Spencer, I think you and Juice spent some time together, I think, in the spring, maybe. Did he come down to Phoenix? I think, right? I guess
summertime.
Summertime, yeah. I guess, what was that kind of like? And I guess looking back on having that time with him then to now, I guess, what's it kind of been like seeing y'all's progression together over that time?
Yeah. We were pretty tight back then, but, just having him come out there to my city and train with my people, my trainer and my quarterback coach, just kind of getting out there and just working, it's just more work on top of everything we were doing in the summer, and that made our chemistry even closer. So, I definitely trust him, just like I trust all these other guys, but he's a special dude.
And then just real quick, how well do you know T.O., or was that totally out of the blue?
I did a commercial with him last year for this protein company. So, we stay in touch, but yeah, he's a good dude.
Hey, Spencer, back to Thanksgiving a little bit. What's the one food you have to have for Thanksgiving, or else it's just not Thanksgiving?
Obviously a good turkey. You need some good, stuffing with. I like the cranberry, mac and cheese, green. You can't go wrong with any of it. You need all of it.
Also, what are you most thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Just my family. The situation I'm in right now. My parents, my sister, my loved ones, and obviously, my team and everybody that's just in my circle. So, yeah, just very blessed.
Spencer, you guys went for it early on fourth down, I think twice in that first quarter, that first drive.
Yeah.
When the coaching staff does that and keeps you on the field even after you get backed up, does that do anything for y'all's confidence and the fact that you're able to go out there and they trust you to do that? And how aggressive do you guys maybe plan on being against Clemson?
Yeah, no, we love that. Coach Beamer told us, hey, we're not going to be punting the ball like, these other teams have, especially versus Tennessee. So, it was kind of like we were a down ahead. We were just thinking third down on second down, or vice versa. But we definitely had confidence. We wanted to finish each drive with a touchdown, and I think we converted 2 fourth downs in that game. One early on in the first drive, which got our momentum going, and then from there on out, we didn't have too many. So, yeah, it definitely calms everybody down and knows you got that down if you got that, distance you want to go for it.
Hey, Spencer, how as good as you played and as good as you feel after this game, how good does it feel? Must it feel for Coach Satt, who obviously is a lightning rod for a lot of criticism when the offense doesn't work?
Yeah, no, he called a great game. He was very happy after the game, but him, he's ready to get back to work. He's ready to put another game plan together and just lead us this week with what we got to do, and then hopefully he'll call another game like that. We're all pushing for him, and he pushes for us, so we're family. We got to finish out strong. Yep, thank you guys.